Cork's Red FM.
You know, when you're looking at it from where I am, it looked like he was obstructed for the goal itself, but there's so many people in there. If it went against you, you'd probably feel a little bit hard done by and feel that it was harsh, but at the end of it all, it was our own fault. We should have never ended up a corner. We had a couple of opportunities to clear the ball, and at that stage of the game you should be happy enough to say, listen, we had a couple of chances, we didn't take them, we'd take our point and go home, but we didn't. We made a blunder with the corner itself, and like, they're a big physical team, so it was always going to be dangerous from set pieces, and at that stage of the game people are, you know, tired and stuff like that, so like, it could have been a free out, and then again, you know, we got a bit of luck last week, we didn't get it this week.
You seem to be performing better away from home than you have been at home. You've lost 2 at home and already you're unbeaten on the road. How would you explain that? Do you think maybe the pressure of playing in front of the big crowds to Turner's Cross might be getting to the lads? Yeah,
we've a young team, and you know, there always is an expectancy regardless of where we are or, you know, what preparation we've had over the start of the season. They'll always expect to perform and win matches in Turner's Cross, which is grand. It's good for the learning curve for the younger players. I thought we started slowly tonight. Second half was really good performance. We played some really good football and we created enough chances to win the game. So, but I would agree at different times maybe they're a little bit apprehensive at home.
How much of a setback is this now in terms of the overall feel of the table? I mean, there's kind of 4 teams breaking away now at the top: Monaghan, Derry, Shells and Waterford. You don't want to fall too far behind them, obviously. No,
obviously not, but I think, you know, instead of picking up a lot of draws, if you picked up a couple of wins and got a couple of defeats, it's probably better. So but we were trying to win the game. It's the reflection on it is it's early in the season. We've just got to try get ourselves into the summer break and see, can we maybe bring in 1 or 2 more players and strengthen the squad and team itself. We'll try do that and see where we're at with you know, with the board and different people, see how things can go. But it's going to be. We knew it was going to be tough. I think we're probably not too displeased where we are at the minute. But home games, we want to be picking up our points if we can. And
do you have an idea of how much scope there is for bringing in players in the summer?
Probably not much, but you know, we've got to try do some sort of work on it. We will have a lot of maybe our younger players available. You might pick up 1 or 2 that could come into your team from that. There might be 1 or 2 players out there that could be available to us from, you know, we have to start looking and trying, even Munster Senior League players or even Leinster Senior League players, something that might come in and do a good job for us. We've just got to get our finger on the pulse and start looking and see, can we pick someone up, you know.
And Monaghan certainly look like they'll be in the shake-up come the end of the season.
Yeah, I think they're a strong squad, physically strong, probably built for this league. You know, it's like we played the better football tonight. It was straightforward. You could see that from the word go. But playing the better football sometimes doesn't necessarily win you the games. They've got some good experienced players around the pitch, and they're always dangerous, and they were always dangerous tonight. So we've got to make sure that when we do play against an experienced team, that we also have that bit of you know, a bit of a professionalism in the game itself. We play, we create, and then you've got to work and defend properly too.
And it's a challenging few weeks coming up now as well, because you've got a couple of midweek games on the agenda, starting with Finn Harps next week, which is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, like we go to Finn Harps, then I think we play Salt Hill in the midweek, and we've then got maybe 3 or 4 games within a short space of time again after that. So it's going to be difficult for us, because the preparation that we at the start wasn't really as best we'd like it. A lot of players did have it, but there is 3 or 4 that didn't, so they'll feel the effect. And it's difficult to rotate the squad, because you don't want to put in too many young players at the same time, because you're not giving yourself a chance. So it's it's going to be a difficult period. Hopefully we can come through the other side of it.
Cork's Red FM.